Right now, a 2-hour 2023 John Deere 1025R is listed for $24,400 in Crookston, Minnesota. That is a used machine wearing a like-new price, and it is the trap you are about to walk into. The green badge you pay a premium for holds its price, so the very same tractor wearing another name can sit one row over for thousands less. That gap is real money, and it is gone the moment you drive the green one home. This is not a list of the best used tractors. It is a list of 7 of them ranked by what they still cost you after the sale, counted down from the worst value to the best. And the best value on the board is not a Deere. That premium is the first of 4 numbers, and the 4 together are the honest way to price a used tractor. The first number is what you overpay against the market for the badge on the hood, the gap you just saw in Crookston. Second comes the network question. Will the parts and the dealer still be standing in 5 years, or are you buying an orphan the day you sign? Third is the failure record, the recalls, and the breakdowns already sitting on paper before you turn the key. And the fourth number is the one buyers skip. How many good engine hours are left in the machine, because a low reading on the hour meter can hide an expensive tractor. Stack those 4 together and you get the real price. The sticker is the smallest part of what a used machine takes out of you. Take that 4th number and work it out loud, because it is the number almost nobody runs. A 1025R from 2014, 1,026 hours on the clock, is listed at $12,900. A maintained compact diesel like this one runs somewhere near 5,000 hours before a major rebuild, going by what owners and dealers report. Call it 5,000 and understand that is a buyer's rule of thumb, not a lab figure. Subtract the 1,026 hours already burned, and you are buying about 3,970 good hours. $12,900 spread across those hours works out to about $3.25 for every hour of engine life you drive home. Now put the 2-hour green one beside it, the $24,400 listing from the door. On paper that is about $4.88 an hour, and you handed over $11,500 more for the low number on the meter. You are not buying a model year, and you are not buying a badge. You are buying the hours that are left. 2,000 well-kept hours can beat 1,000 hours with no service history behind them. Number 7, the worst value on this board is TYM. Give the brand its due first. TYM builds a heavy machine and plenty of owners are served fine, so the risk here is not always the iron. It is the network standing behind it. On the forum Tractor Buy Net, an owner posting as NEPA described a TYM cab tractor that put him and his dealer through what he called a 30-month ordeal, about 20 dealer visits for the same fault, and a replacement machine that failed the same way at 72 hours. Then came the line that should stop any used buyer cold. His own dealer, in his own town, wrote to tell him to go find another dealer to handle the warranty on a sale that dealer had already pocketed the money for. That is not one sour story either. The Better Business Bureau file on TYM North America shows 14 complaints in 3 years, one of them reading, quote, "Been waiting over 6 weeks for parts and no end in sight," end quote. A used TYM saves you money on the sticker and takes it right back in downtime and parts you cannot get. That is the whole trap in a single machine. Number 6 is the Mahindra 1626. And here the value story flips over. This is the cheapest real sticker in the mainstream field. A 2018 1626 with 527 hours sits listed at $15,500, and a new one is listed at $20,500. Mahindra moves in huge volume. The machines are big and simple, and the dealer network is real and permanent, which already sets it a full tier above number 7. So why does it land down here? 2 reasons. It keeps a thinner slice of its value at resale than the badges above it, so part of that cheap buy-in comes right back out when you sell. And it carries a failure record. Back in 2015, the CPSC, the Federal Consumer Product Safety Commission recalled the Mahindra E-Max over a fuel line problem. 61 reports of cracks in the fuel tank pipe, though with no injuries. That recall was real, and it was fixed, which is the fair way to read it. Cheap to buy, a little weaker to own, a little weaker to sell. Number 5 is where the door pays off. It is the John Deere 1025R itself. Deere earns its reputation. It is the most liquid compact on the used market. It is durable, and the dealer support reaches everywhere. Nobody is calling it a bad tractor, but it is a bad value, and the numbers say so out loud. Across 211 listings, used 1025Rs run from $8,995 for a well-used 2018 all the way up to $32,730, and plenty of them ask past 24, 26, even 27,000. That is a subcompact, the smallest machine in this class, asking more than bigger tractors, and the reason is the badge. Green holds its money, so you pay the premium going in, and you pay it a second time on the used lot. If you have ever stood in a dealer lot telling yourself the green one has to be worth it because it is green, that averages the number working against you. And the premium buys an asterisk. That same 1025R sits inside a federal recall from September of 2024, 147,900 machines, a brake linkage that can fail, one owner hospitalized, and an order from regulators to stop using them. You pay the most for the smallest machine with a live safety recall writing on it. That is the anti-value pick. Number 4 is Kioti, built by Daedong, still selling, still growing, and it hands you more machine and more features per dollar than the green badge does. A loaded 2023 Kioti CK 2610, 26 horsepower, hydrostatic drive, 2 rear remotes, was listed at $28,500. Be fair about that price though. That is a bigger, heavier machine than the subcompacts higher on this list, so it is not a clean one-to-one against the green. What seats Kioti at number 4 is the network behind it. The dealer and parts support is real and it is durable, but it is younger than Kubota's and younger than the New Holland side. So the long-run orphan risk, while low, is not quite zero. Strong iron, a proven diesel, a growing network, a genuine value brand that has not been on the ground as long as the name's ahead of it. Number 3 is the value sleeper, the New Holland Workmaster 25 and its boomer cousins. Almost no buyer hears this at the dealership. New Holland does not build its own compacts. They are built by LS, the Korean maker that has supplied New Holland's parent company since 2009 under a $380 million deal for 28,500 tractors. So on a used lot, the New Holland and the plain LS parked next to it can be very close to the same machine, sharing the same engine and almost all the same parts. The difference is who stands behind it. The New Holland is carried by the permanent CNH dealer and parts network, the same one that backs Case. You are buying LS iron with big network parts support at a used floor around $19,500 under the green premium. Same builder, a real badge, and a network that will still be there when you need a part. Number 2, and the cleanest receipt on this whole board, is the Massey Ferguson GC 1723E. This is the one true apples-to-apples rival to the green subcompact. The same class, the same size, the same work. Across 10 listings, a comparable GC 1723E at similar age and hours runs from $11,400 up to $21,900, which puts it about $2,000 to $5,000 under the 1025R at the same age and the same hours. That is the whole argument in one line. Same class of machine, a real AGCO dealer network behind it, engines built by a Seki that owners trust, and thousands of dollars still in your pocket. If your heart is set on a subcompact and you want the shortest honest proof that you overpaid for green, It is parked right here at number 2, which leaves the best used value on the board, and it is not a Deere. Number 1, the best used value in this field is the Kubota L2501 and the whole L series behind it. Here is why the receipts put it on top. A full-frame L2501 is a bigger, heavier compact than the green subcompact, more machine in every dimension, and across 10 listings it tops out used at $22,000. Hold that against the door. The 2-hour green 1025R you just saw was listed at $24,400, and used ones climb past $32,000. You are buying a larger Kubota for less than the smaller Deere's premium. Do not hear that as the same tractor, because it is not. That is a bigger, more capable tractor at a lower price, and that is the entire point. Then there is the part hiding in the spec sheet. Kubota built the L2501 just under the line where the diesel particulate filter, the DPF, becomes required, so it carries no DPF at all. No forced regenerations, no clogged filter, no repair bill for an emissions part for as long as you own it. It rides the deepest dealer and parts network of any non-green brand, and owners and dealers report the Kubota diesel running 4,500 to 10,000 hours and beyond when it is maintained. The most machine, per used dollar, at the lowest orphan risk on the board. Now the honest counterweight, because Deere has earned one. Green is the most liquid badge on the market, and it holds its value best. So if you know for a fact you will trade the machine in 2 years, some of that premium finds its way back to you at resale. For the buyer who keeps the tractor though, and that is most of you, the premium is not a savings account. It is money spent. And that is the inversion this entire board is built on. On a used lot, the badge you pay the most for is the worst value, and the smart money is the cheaper machine that gives you more per dollar with a network that still answers the phone in 5 years. So before you sign anything, run the ruler. Confirm the parts and dealer network behind your machine will still be standing 5 years out, because the cheapest sticker in the row can be an orphan in waiting. Montana learned that in the open. It rebadged other makers' tractors, then folded into a parts-only shell with back orders that never cleared. A gray market Yanmar is that same trap wearing a bargain price. No factory parts, no warranty, no certified roll bar over your head. Buy on hours and condition, not on the badge and not on the model year, and hold on to the one line that outlasts this entire list. The green premium is money, not safety. Pay it if you want the color on your hood. Just do not pay it believing you bought a better machine.